Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Today I want to show you guys how to make some eyes in Minecraft 1.8.9. Now you can use these eyes if you want in Build Battle or in newer versions of Minecraft if you so choose. I was searching on YouTube for tutorials like this and I couldn't find many, so I thought it was really important for me to just show the community how I do eyes and how other people in the community do eyes, just so you guys can get a better understanding and build better eyes. So yeah, let's get right into this. For the first eye design, we are doing a quartz circle type of eye. Now let me show you how that works. So you're going to build 3 blocks up of quartz. You're going to add one over here, one here. Kind of like a plus sign. Then you're going to get the quartz stairs and you're just going to put them on the corners. Just like so. And boom, now we have a quartz circle, or an eyeball. Now you can do many things with this. You can throw on a black head and look, you got, there we go. There's the pupil, there's the whole eye. And this could kind of work for those like big googly eyes you're doing, but me personally, what I like to do is get nether brick stairs and make them in a circle just like this. And then I put 2 white heads to kind of give it this anime type of vibe. But honestly, the world is your oyster, you know, you do whatever you want to do. I see some people do this and it ends up looking like an eye from Rick and Morty, or just this really derpy eye, and it looks really funny when you put these on a really big detailed build. So honestly, do what you want with it, but the main idea is just taking the quartz blocks and turning it into this shape that you add a nether brick to. So next I want to show you guys how to make overly detailed eyes. Now I know what you might be thinking, Akibu, didn't we just make a very detailed eye? And yeah, it was very detailed, but we can go a few steps further with that, and we're going to try to make these eyes behind me right now. Okay, so let's get right into it. Alright, so to begin, what we're going to want to do is make 4x5 quartz squares. So we're going to go across 4 and up 5. And we're just going to fill that in. Just like that. And then we're going to add the other square wherever you want the other eye to be, the same exact size. Perfect. Next we're going to want to make the pupil. The pupil I like to make for this type of eye looks just like this. You go make a 4-block square in the corner, and then you go up 1 on the edge, and we're just gonna make the same exact one on the other side. And the thing I like to do with these detailed eyes is I like to mirror them one to the other. So next I want to talk to you guys about the palette. And the thing with the palette is it's a collection of blocks that have a similar shade in color. And today I'm going to be using this woody light brown type of palette for the eyes. And I'm just going to be making the same ones I made over here for you guys. Now you can definitely make it different than this. You could put the blocks in different spots, and I encourage you to do so because you'll probably end up finding a better combination than what I did. Because for me, I just literally chose random blocks with wood textures and put them in random spots. So honestly, you could definitely do better with what I'm about to show you. And so the blocks I want to use are pistons, jungle planks, note blocks, crafting tables, oak slabs, and trapdoors. Now all 6 of these blocks have a similar texture, which is going to be very key and very important in making the eyes. I'm going to start by throwing some pistons down in the corners, right there and right there, just like this. And then I'm going to get crafting tables and put it above the pistons in the bottom corners. Next, I am gonna do note blocks and fill the corners to make it a perfect square. And then I'm gonna go up a little with the note blocks, just like this. And this is why mirroring is so important and so great. You can make these eyes very quickly because you're just doing the same thing on both sides. And if you're in a game of build battle or something where it's a timed build, you're able to pull off like a very detailed eye like this just because you're mirroring it onto both sides. And I finished these eyes off by throwing oak slabs on the edges. And this just allows it to have a nicer curve to it and makes it look more circular, like a real life eye. And just to match the curve, we're gonna throw some nether brick slabs over here, just like this. And that gives the black part a curve along with the light brown color part. After that, I like to add some trapdoors to the note blocks on the edges. And the trapdoors are just going to give it a little more detail and a little more texture. Really making these eyes stand out from the other eyes you're going to see in Build Battle. Or wherever you're really looking at eyes, I guess. Next, I'm going to throw some white heads on the eyes. White heads make it so it looks like sunlight's shining on the eyes, and it just gives it so much more detail. And I highly recommend using white heads in your eyes. So to do it, I'm going to start by placing these white eyes on the top part of the slabs, just like that. And then I'm going to end it by putting them in the bottom corners. And I like to make my white heads diagonal, and that just gives it the sun effect. And there we go, we got some very, very detailed eyes that you can now go out and build. Alright guys, so before I finish up the video, I just want to show you how other people in the community build their eyes, and some tips and tricks you can learn from it all. Okay, so let's get right into it. So to begin, Timothy builds his eyes just like this, and they're very anime looking, and what he does is he makes this 2x3 black square, throws some blue wool behind it, adds some snow in the corners, and white heads. He uses 2 different sizes of white for the sunlight, which is something I personally don't do, but it does add a little bit more detail than what I do. So I appreciate him for that. And he also makes the eye pop a little bit off the snow backdrop. And I think this is really important when making eyes, making the color part that also has the people with it pop off, just because it makes it look more 3D and more realistic. Alright guys, so next I want to talk about Exedy. Exedy is a builder in the Build Battle community, and what he does for his eyes is he picks one color and one color that kind of blends into that color. He makes one side that color and then the other side the blendy color, and the colors both kind of combine, and then he adds a pupil using nether brick to it, and this looks really nice on creature eyes, and it just gives it a nice like shade. Next, he also does the circular thing that I tend to do with nether brick. He does it with dark oak wood, and it still looks really good, and I like how he uses light brown and like dark brown in the color of the eye, because it actually kind of combines with the pupil, just giving this like foggy eye look to the eye, which I think is really cool and looks really nice on human builds. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, I wanted to let you guys know I just made a new Discord server, and I'm trying to build up a new community, so feel free to join it. The link is in the description. I hope all of you have an amazing day, and peace.